Hello, hello, good evening.
Good evening, teacher. Hello, how are you today?
I'm good, and you?
So fine, teacher.
Okay. Yeah.
Today it was very busy. It's
Really?
so nice for me. Yeah,
Why?
because I received some trainings from my co-worker,
Okay.
and it's very nice because I have been knowing the position and the new position, and I learned other things, and I try to apply uh, a lot of things, and it's very good. To,
Okay.
for tomorrow, I'm going to complete new tasks from my job, and it's so nice for me.
All right. And but today you have home office, right?
Yeah, today on office, you're right.
Okay, so much better.
So
But
much better.
it was a busy day for you, right?
Yeah, a busy day.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Excellent. Excellent. What else did you do after working?
After working, okay, I try to exercise, push-ups, and I don't remember, but I like in Spanish is fondos
What is that?
because I have a structure, and you take with your hands the metal, and I don't know how to explain. Let me check image from internet.
Okay.
Um, let me see. Okay. Mhm. Like this. Okay, this image is so good. For example, mhm, okay, like like this, you can you
Oh,
see?
okay.
Yeah,
And that's
this is
the part that you are working out. Your chest,
your chest and
your
tricep
arms. Okay.
and tricep. Yeah,
Okay, excellent. So,
but in my case, I feel more thin.
so you are a thin person
Yeah,
and
I'm
you
a
want
thin
like
person.
volume, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but not thin because my weight it was uh, I don't remember how do you say libras pounds. No, I
Pounds. Yeah.
pounds. Yeah, you're right. 180 no 85 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
but in
are
this,
you tall?
mm, I don't know. My how do you say
My height?
my height is 1.76 meters.
Okay. Okay. That's
76
not bad.
meters.
I mean,
No, not bad. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
but now my weight is 172 uh, pounds.
And according to you, is that like your weight that you have that you must have according to your height?
Yeah, it's according
Okay.
my height. It's very nice because the I don't know in English and nutritionista told me it's
The
very good. It's
nutritionist?
nutritionist. It is according my. She told me it is according my weight.
Okay.
And I don't have problem. But in my case, I want to lose weight
Okay.
and to win muscle,
Mm-hmm.
but
I
it's so
got it.
complicated. It's so difficult. I try to eat healthy, and I don't eat bread, but my aunt give me a lot of bread, and
Okay.
in this
You know,
moment I have a lot of bread in my table on my
oh my
table.
God. You know, I have a big problem. Now that I'm breastfeeding my baby, I think that I'm eating more, but the good thing is that my weight is the same before getting pregnant.
Ah, really? So
But
nice,
I
teacher.
would like to work out a little bit because I know that I need it. I mean, I'm a thin person, but I can see that I need it because I would like to look better. I mean, with muscle. That's the problem, right?
I got it. I
But
got it.
I'm not a lot of muscles, just like
Yeah, because
get like
in
in
the woman,
shape. Exactly.
great muscle it is not so good for me, but in my
Yes,
case.
I don't like it too either. So, and also I would like to work out my stomach because that is normal, right? After having a baby, you have, I have a bigger stomach, not too much, but for me, it's like, it has to be strong. Of course, I was pregnant and your body gets or your stomach gets bigger than the normal one. And I know that if I will take like 30 minutes every day, that will be enough for me. I'm pretty sure about that. And also because I like to eat a lot of fast food. I'm so lucky that
It's
I
so
don't,
good.
yes.
The fast food is
Oh,
delicious.
yes, I love Mexican food and sometimes I'm like if I were pregnant, um, I forgot how to say antojos. Let me see.
Okay. For me, every time it is so good. For
Cravings.
me, fried potato.
Oh, okay, yes. So sometimes I have cravings, like if I were
Loving is
pregnant,
antojos.
antojos, cravings.
Cravings. Oh,
Like
it's
if I
nice.
were pregnant, but I was reading that that is normal because I'm breastfeeding my baby. But, and also I think that is helping me not to get fat because I think the way I am eating, I will probably be a little bit fat. I'm lucky that I'm not, but I would like to work out. And also because that helps you, that gives you more energy. I remember some years ago, I used to go to the gym and believe me, I was like addicted to the gym. That was like, uh,
Oh, I got it.
yeah, but the same. I didn't want to be with a lot of muscle. I just wanted to go to the gym, and I used to go to the gym every day. I had
Every
that,
day.
yes, I had that
I
discipline.
used to go to teacher, but in my case, I used to go to the gym, but I don't know. I prefer to exercise in my house. It is more complicated because you need to more tools for
Mhm.
your exercise.
Yeah,
But I don't know. In my house, I feel better because I don't know that it is annoying sometimes the
mm,
loud thing. I don't
yeah.
know the sound of
Now the
music.
noise.
The noise is very annoying for me, but for
Yeah.
other person probably it's so good. But in my house, I try to listen. I'm honest with you, some music, but uh, down. How do you say volume?
Volume,
Volume.
not too
Yeah,
loud, right?
not too loud. Yeah, and sometimes I try to do only without music, but
Mhm.
it is very good for me because I concentrate in my exercise. And but sometimes it's necessary to up, for example, weight because I don't have a lot of weight in my house.
Yeah, it's true. And the good thing also of working out in your house, first that you don't spend money because if you work
Yeah,
in a gym, you have to pay monthly, right?
yeah, it's
And
a good
also,
advantage.
I remember when I used to go, I told you that was when I was at the university. It is not so hygienic because a lot of people sweating, they don't clean the things that they
Yeah,
are using. I remember I used to working out I used to work out, sorry, and I was like cleaning everything because people was just waking up from the machine and then you could see all the, I don't know how to say, sudor, let me see. Sudor.
okay.
the sweat, all the
The-
sweat on the machine. And I was like, ugh, that is like disgusting, right? And
Like,
now with all these illnesses that we have, it's much better in your house. I remember when we were in the blackout for COVID,
oh,
you know,
yeah.
that was really difficult
It is
because
a obligation is the word? No.
blackout, el encierro,
Yeah, but it's
that was
obligation,
obligation.
business.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And I
To
remember,
work in your house, to exercise in your house.
yes. The bad thing was that you were eating a lot, eating a lot,
Yeah,
and you were in the house.
it
So
was a
in my
great problem.
case, I was working out almost the 3 months. Then I started to lose weight and I decided to stop because I was very thin. Because I was like, no, I'm eating too much and I need to work out and that is helping me. So I got thin and I didn't like it. So I said, no, I'm gonna stop. Then I started 3 days per week, but then I quit again. So it's really difficult to have that discipline of working out. And sometimes my husband says, you have to work out. That is good for you. I know it is good for me, but I'm so lazy, believe me. Very,
Yeah, it's
here in
complicated.
my house, I have
It
a
is
lot of
necessary.
space. I have a lot of space because I was talking with my husband. Maybe I will run like for 30 minutes. That is going to help me and that is going to give me energy. But I'm so lazy, believe me. It's really
My
difficult.
God.
Yes. So that's the problem. And I love eating fast food. I love it.
Yeah, it's oh my God. For me, hamburger or fried potato or
Yes.
pizza. Oh my
Oh,
God, it's so delicious.
yeah.
Everybody wants to eat fast food.
Yes.
For me, for example, I would like to in this yesterday. I wanted to eat, for example, Kentucky because in this moment. But I I have two things for the reason I want to eat Kentucky because when I was a teenager, no, when I was a child, I love the Rugrats.
Oh, me too.
Yeah,
No,
and
when I talk about Rugrats to my husband, he's like, what is that? And I'm like, come on, how you can know that?
yeah, it's a classic cartoon
Oh,
for
and they
me.
are giving the toy, right?
Yeah,
I
Kentucky
saw
gives
it
the
yesterday.
toy, and I want to take Tommy and Carlita.
Oh, yes.
And sometimes when I was thinking about this, I would like to cry
Oh, no.
for that.
Yes, I want to cry when I think about that because you realize that you are getting old.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, it's
you're
really
right.
difficult to accept that. But anyway, time is
Anyway,
running.
the
Yeah.
life is running.
And did you
Yeah,
buy it or not?
and I would like to do it, but I didn't because Saturday I take a lunch with a friend. And I told her, would you like to eat in Kentucky because I would like to get a toy? I don't know. I'm here. Another day. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Well, do it. You have to do it by yourself, alone.
Yeah. Yeah, probably on Saturday I will do
Okay.
it.
Yeah. I love Mexican food. And like 3 months ago, I was like, I told you, like cravings that I want to eat tacos. And I want tacos, but I was just thinking about that juicy tacos with onion, with a lot
Oh,
of things. But there are some places here that they are not so good. And I was with my husband asking for different places, and he was like, are you pregnant? And I'm like, no, but I really want to eat tacos. And I tried from 3 different places, but
it is not so good for
not
you.
so
It
good
was
yet.
so
So today I
wasn't
was
good.
coming from San Salvador because I went to work and I saw a restaurant in San Salvador, and that was Don Bigotes, I guess. And it looked a big restaurant, and they were selling tacos, tortas, burritos, all those things. And I was like,
my
oh my
God, it's
God,
so
I
delicious.
would like to go there. So now again, I'm like, I want to eat Mexican food because I have seen the advertisements and it's crazy. But I really like, and I like it because I like spicy food.
Spicy food, yeah, it's delicious. But when the spicy is so hot, I don't
Oh,
like it. But
me
it
either.
is a medium.
Yeah, me
Ex-
neither. Yes, you are right. Because there is like a spicy level in which you don't enjoy it.
yeah,
Mhm.
because I need to drink water or soda.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, it's true. But maybe this coming weekend, I'm going to eat because I have been trying to eat maybe once a week to buy something outside because I know that I was also spending money buying outside. The food is expensive, right? So
It's
I
very expensive.
realized
For
that
today, it's very expensive
yes,
than before.
exactly. If you go to a restaurant like $25, $30, easily you paid it. And you are like, no, that's too much. So then because of that, also I have stopped eating a lot of fast food because I know that I have to save money and also because of my health, right? It's not
And
really
yeah, for your health is necessary and the money too.
exactly, yes. And now I'm
But once month or every 2 weeks, it's
yeah,
okay.
that's good, exactly. And also sometimes I buy outside because I'm so busy and I don't have time for cooking. But now I'm trying to take my time for cooking for 2 days, and that helps me a lot also. It's really
Yeah,
difficult.
it's very complicated to try to cooking every day,
Mhm.
because it is not easy.
No,
Sometimes it's necessary to buy uh, out
yeah.
of your house probably, and but uh, we um, it is good when you try to cook in your house because it's more healthy than
Exactly.
out.
Of course. And now you see a lot of flies and then you get sick. Oh, it's really
Yeah,
dangerous, right?
it's so dangerous, yeah, for your stomach.
Yeah. And do you cook, by the way? Do you
I
like?
like to cook, but sometimes I don't have time for cooking. But in my case, I don't know how to explain, but my coworkers bullying to me because my cooking is like okay, I'm going to cook now. For example, I'm going to you to take 2 or 3 potatoes and put it in the, how do you say cacerol?
In the pan?
In the pan or olla,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
the pan, and boil the potatoes. And when I'm going to prepare, for example, rice, I'm going to prepare white rice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I put water and a little oil, oil
Mm-hmm.
and garlic.
Okay.
And when it's finished, for example, I prepare my piece of rice, and when I'm going to, for example, only for the lonja, for example, or chicken, it is like a vapor,
Mm-hmm. That is steam.
steam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Do you
because
like to cook healthy?
yeah, but I was a reason for healthy, and because I don't like to my cooking when my cook or my kitchen is dirty. I don't like it because I need to clean every day or use, for example, aluminum, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know, paper,
Yeah.
and sometimes I don't have aluminum, And for me, it is easy when every food is boiled.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah,
That's why you don't like to fry.
yeah.
Okay,
But I like to eat some food fry, for example, the potato.
okay, yes. And that needs a lot of oil. And that is a disaster when you cook your fried potatoes.
Yeah, because every day I eat 2 or 4 eggs, for example. The two or 4. But it is boiled my
2
eggs.
to 4 times per week.
No, in the morning, my breakfast it is 2 or 4 eggs.
Eggs. Oh, got it.
Yeah, I don't remember. I
Were
told
4
you for some time where
eggs?
because eggs, yeah,
That's too much.
yeah. When I exercise, when I exercise, I eat a lot of food.
Okay, that makes
But
sense.
I start again to eat 4 eggs. But it is boiled the eggs
Okay.
in the morning, and I try to eat my bread with peanut. With
Mhm.
I don't remember with
Peanut
honey.
butter
Honey it is
with
like
honey,
meal.
miel, uh-huh.
Yeah, peanut and honey, and my bread and my coffee.
Wow. Mhm.
Yeah,
I
and a
know that
little.
peanut butter is not dangerous for your health. That is healthy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
a lot of energy and calories. It
Mhm.
is so good.
Okay. So when you go to work, do you bring your breakfast or lunch or something with you?
No, I eat before that than arrive my job,
Oh, okay.
my work.
So what time do you have breakfast?
40 4:40 a.m.
Oh my God, that is too early.
Yeah, it's too early. Yeah, but
Oh, in
for
my case, I can't eat too early because I get a stomach ache.
yeah, I some people told me
Yeah,
it is so difficult try to eat in the morning,
yeah,
but
I
in my
can't.
case, it is I don't know. It is not sure or easy,
Mm-hmm. So you don't have
but
any problem, right?
no, I don't have problem for that for eating in the morning. But for today, I get up later because 7 o'clock because I didn't have to go to the office
Mm-hmm.
and I eat later.
Okay.
But 7 a.m. it is so good too.
Mhm. And so lunch, you told me that you buy it when you go to the factory, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Mm.
Yeah, it is true.
Okay, excellent. And what about dinner? When you get home, do you cook your dinner or your aunt? Because you told me that you live with your aunt, right?
Yeah, my
Does
aunt
she,
cooked the
oh,
dinner,
the
and
breakfast, you
when
put it for you.
yeah, it is for me.
It's too early, right?
When yeah, it is for me. But the dinner, my aunt prepared my dinner,
Okay.
and she is a good woman.
Okay, excellent. And what time do you usually eat your dinner?
5 or 6 p.m.
Very early, right?
Yeah, but when I arrive from when I want when it is necessary to go to the office, and I I eat so late
Mm-hmm.
after the class sometimes.
Okay. Yeah. In my case, I don't like to eat after the class because you need time for your uh, digestive system, right? And I know it's not healthy to eat too late. But sometimes, I mean, I don't have another option, right? Yesterday I was
Yeah, you
eating
don't have another
like
option
9
for a lot
o'clock.
of activities.
Exactly. Imagine I was eating at 9 o'clock because I couldn't before the class. And after the class, my husband brought the baby to the room and he woke up. So I have to stay with him in the bed until he got fall asleep. And then I went to it. So I was like at 9 p.m. eating my dinner. So it's really difficult, but I prefer to eat before the class because it's much
Yeah,
better.
is the best option, but if you don't have option for it
I know.
anyway,
Exactly. And I know that is one of the problems when you get fat because you eat too late. I have heard that.
yeah, it's so complicated because you need to rest a little bit, a little time for uh, for going to sleep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true. It's true. But anyway, I mean, sometimes I told you it's really difficult. And if we can do it, that's good. If not, anyway, right? That we don't have another
Yeah, anyway.
option. Exactly. Okay, so I have today this activity. Do you remember something about yesterday's class?
Yes, I remember about the first notice or impressions. I don't know how to explain.
Yes,
How notice the first time to see some person, some people.
some
For
people.
example, you can what you can see the smiles person or person
Mhm.
smile. It is person smile.
The smiles person.
The
No, no,
smiles,
no, no, no. The person smile. You're right.
the person smile, or the eyes person. No, person's eyes. I confuse a little bit.
Don't worry.
Okay, and in yesterday, I don't know, teacher, but sometimes I don't know what happened with me because I try to practice English or watch some videos in English, and every day to get for my free time enjoy some movie, but in English, and I try to get some vocabulary or to understand that, and I try to say some tongue twister, but yesterday my tongue was crazy, and I don't know, I couldn't say anything.
Yeah, I know. You know, that is normal. Sometimes that also happens to me that I'm like, if I don't understand anything, and I'm like, do I speak English? Because you are like confused.
Really,
Confused.
because
Yeah.
it is, I don't know, today, for example, or I don't know, someday, I understand everything and I feel very good for English, but oh, what happened? What happened today? I don't know. For example, morning, and in this company exists a specific area, and this name is warehouse to warehouse, warehouse to warehouse. And, when I try to say warehouse to warehouse, I was talking with my coworker that where to where. How do you say? Please uh, give me the name. I don't know what happened with my tongue. I was talking with my coworker, and she told me, "Don't worry, Jonathan. What happened? Everything, everybody. I confused sometimes the words. I don't know,
Yes.
but I was very strange or
I
in this
know.
moment. I don't know what happened yesterday
Again,
in the
don't
morning
worry.
today.
That's fine. And well, what you do is good to practice and watch movies and listen to music. For me, the most important is like to listen because that helps a lot. For me, listening, it's like the most difficult when I was studying, and also right now. Sometimes when there is a new song and my husband is like, could you please translate this for me? Because it's like the meme, right? When you speak English, everybody wants you to translate everything.
Your
And
husband, does he speak English or not?
no, he doesn't. He
Um,
says that he understands, but that he can't speak. Because sometimes I say something in English or some phrases or sentences, and he actually understands, but and he answers back, but in Spanish. Then when I got married, I have some American friends. They are like my second family, I call them. So they came to El Salvador and they stayed in our house. They don't speak Spanish. So
only English.
we were only English, yes. We were going out to some places and sometimes he could understand, but he couldn't answer back.
Establish a conversation with them.
No, he can't. And I think it's because he's shy and like Salvadorian. We feel embarrassed when we are going to speak, right? So
Got it.
I don't make him to answer back in English. He's like, yes, I understand, but I answer back in Spanish. So when my friends were here, the same. Sometimes he was listening to our conversations and he was answering in Spanish. So they were
You translate his answer to them.
yes to them because they don't speak Spanish. So that was funny. And sometimes he's like watching Instagram and he watched some videos about football in English and he's like, could you please translate this to me? Sometimes I can't because I don't understand anything. But that happens more with British English. Their accent for me is
It's so different
horrible. Yes.
from American people.
Have you seen videos from Adele, the singer?
Ah, yeah, them, yeah.
Oh my God, because they make
I watched some videos about her.
yeah, and they say, oh, people say that English is easy. And then some videos about her speaking in English, and she's like, I mean, I don't understand very well what she says because it's really difficult. Believe
Yeah,
me.
it's really difficult. You're right.
Chinese people too. Wow.
Oh my God, Chinese people or Indian people is so
Indian
complicated.
people, yes, it's terrible.
Yeah, it's so terrible.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's really
I
difficult.
don't know. It is okay. Is I when I say, for example, niggas.
Yeah, the same because they use a lot of slangs that you have to know what they mean. I remember at the university, we had a class with a lot of slangs. And believe me, that was like if we don't speak English because we didn't understand their conversations. It's really difficult. And
Yeah,
old English, Inglés antiguo, the same, really difficult to understand.
yeah. The only English is so complicated because I remember I tried to read the Holy Bible, King James,
Oh,
but it is all English,
mm-hmm.
and I didn't understand anything.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's so complicated.
I remember we studied a little bit about Old English and the same. It was really, really difficult to understand. So don't worry because that happens. Sometimes you are like, if you are from basic level and you don't understand anything, that happens to me sometimes. It's really difficult.
Okay, I feel better than
Oh yes, believe me.
hear your comments.
Yeah, and here is where what I was saying that we have to work a lot our listening, our speaking. That's what you have to do. I remember I used to talk alone for practicing my English. I used to read paragraphs and because I wanted to learn English. It was really difficult for me, but watching movies, for example, watching the news. I love that English because it's like
News,
very
Fox
important.
News. Fox News is so complicated. I try to
Yeah.
listen some some videos from Fox News and from United States, but it's so complicated because they speaks very fast,
Yes,
and sometimes I didn't understand anything.
yeah, it's true. You're right. So, like Indian and Chinese people, right? I remember when I had the experience with my cousin, we went to a beauty salon and just Chinese people. And I didn't understand what she was saying. And I had to ask for help to my cousin because I didn't understand. I felt really bad.
Oh my God.
Like if I were from basic level because I couldn't understand what the person was saying. And then she helped me to
But the problem
translate.
it is the accent
Yes,
or
that the
that,
accent and the way they speak that you don't get the words. That's the problem. The pronunciation they have.
yeah, the pronunciation is
Yeah.
so different than us because
You know,
uh,
we Salvadorians, we don't have a bad English.
really
Yeah, our English is really good.
we have a good accent and
Yeah, we do. Yes.
pronunciation.
Yes, we do have it. Because imagine, well, have you ever heard to Spanish people to speak English?
The complicated is the z.
Yes, they can't pronounce the sh. I remember
Yeah, you're
that
right. It's so funny.
yeah, I had a friend and she passed away from Spain and we were together and she used to say Washington, C for saying she. What else? But the most that I remember is that one, Washington. We have to go to Washington. And I was like, what is she saying? But
What
they
is
can't. And I was
Washington? Oh my,
Washington, imagine. I was helping her. No, do it like if you are saying shh, like if you are quiet someone, and they can't. I don't know why. It's really difficult. And they make fun of our Spanish because they say that we speak horrible. And it's true. I mean, we don't speak well our language, but for
yeah,
them, Spanish, that is the worst that we speak, but they have a terrible accent with English. They need
yeah. The problem with the letter Z.
I don't know why. That is interesting, right?
Yeah, it's so interesting, but it is good when I hear from you the Salvadorian people is we have a good accent and pronunciation. In my case, I would like to improve and to achieve a high level, but I
You
need
know
to
what
invest a
happens?
lot of time.
Yeah, I think, and I remember that that happened to me, that sometimes you feel like if you are not learning and like if you are stuck, like if
In
you
this
are not
case,
growing up.
I feel,
Yeah,
I
that
feel it.
happened to me. But I think that you don't realize that you are learning. Well, right now, if you notice, we are not speaking Spanish, so you can have a fluently conversation. Don't you think that is a lot?
Yeah, it's amazing. You're right, teacher.
Yes.
This moment, we spend a lot of time with speak for speaking English with you, and it's so good
Yeah.
because maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I didn't speak Spanish or establish a good conversation with someone, but now I can do that.
Yes, of course. So that means a lot because not everybody can do it.
Yeah, it's so nice.
Yeah, just
But
think
in my
about that.
case, when I speak English, I try to be relaxed because in this moment I don't feel relaxed. I don't know what happened with my mind, and I stuck in this moment.
And that is normal, of course,
Yeah.
because remember that it is a process. Because at the beginning, first, okay, we have the sentence that we want to say, then you translate it in your mind, and then you say it out, right? So that is like the process that we have. But then with the time, you are becoming I mean, how can I say, like, I don't know if you understood what I said. When we are learning, we have the sentence. Okay, I want to say, quiero ir a comer. So you say the sentence in Spanish, then you put it in your mind, you translate it, and then you say it in English, right? That's
Yeah,
the
you're
process
right.
when we
It
are
is
learning.
the first process, the first
Exactly.
step.
But then with the time, you just come out with English. You are not like double thinking. I don't know how to explain that, but that becomes like more naturally. That's
Oh, I got it. I got it. Because
but of course you need to practice and
when you are becoming a bilingual,
Mhm,
you can think in Spanish and English,
exactly.
and it is not sure for you.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And I told you, sometimes you will dream in English also. I don't know if that has happened to you.
Oh my God. In this moment, I never happened to me.
That is so excited, believe me. Like the first day that you dream in English, you are like so excited. I mean, in my case, I don't usually dream in English, but sometimes I have done it. But it's not like every day, right? But you will. In the future, one day, believe me, you will, and you will feel like very happy of it.
Yeah, uh, in my case, it happened. I don't know. I will feel very good for that.
Yes, of course. But as I said before, I have a lot of books in English that also help me. Well, I'm not that kind of person that has the habit of reading, but that helps a lot. And I have a lot of English books. I'm going to take some pictures, and if you want one of those books, I can give it to you because
Eh,
I have new books and I don't
and do
use
you have this book in PDF or
no
in
physically. But if you want a
physical?
book or two books, I can give it to you because I'm like, I want to give the books to someone who is going to read the books. When I went to India, they gave us like probably 8 books in English, and they have good topics. New
For
books.
example,
I will look for them because I remember most of them. Well, I was so lucky that I had Malala. Do you remember that girl?
Malala. Ah, it is
She's
Malala.
from Malala. She's
It
so
is for the
famous.
soap opera. No,
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 uh,
I don't know. I'm
I
so
will show
sorry.
you the picture. She was very famous, and her story was on that book, and she's talking about all the problems that she suffered in her country.
Malala Yousafzai.
Could you Google it? I'm
Okay,
Malala. I'm Malala.
Malala
I don't
is
know if
like
you heard about her.
is from Pakistan. I
Uh-huh.
don't.
Something like that. I started to read the book, like probably 15 pages, and I didn't continue. It was really interesting, but I told you I'm not a a passion person of reading books, and that was a nice book, and I didn't finish it because her story was really, and she won a prize. I remember.
Yeah, price of Nobel of
Mhm.
Peace.
Yes.
Yeah, I it's so cool.
Yeah. I will look for the books that I have, and I will send you some pictures if you in the WhatsApp. If you want one of the books, I can give you the books, and that's gonna help you um for learning new vocabulary.
Yeah, it's so nice because when
Mhm.
you read, you learn a lot of vocabulary. For example, I remember when I was teenager or in the university, I will I used to read a lot of book in Spanish, but I learned a lot of vocabulary, and it was so good for me In my case, for me, it was so good because I read some books from finance and mathematics books, and I remember the last book about the mathematics. It was the name in Spanish. I remember the name, but El hombre que calculaba.
Okay.
That it was a good book for me because I remember I understand a lot of problems about mathematics, but it is like I don't know in Spanish, in English. I'm so sorry. Aritmética,
Mm-hmm.
or for example, algebra lineal, line. I don't know how do you say in English algebra, but I understand a lot of problem and I could resolve this problem. And when I memorize this problem or I understand this problem, I show this problem to my students when I was the university. Okay, people, I finished this class and I'm going to give a complicated exercise or problem for resolving this problem. Oh my God, it is very easy. It's basic level or arithmetic level or algebra basic. You can make a lot of complicated. You can resolve uh, complicated equations,
Mm-hmm.
but in this case, it's so easy. But non-student couldn't resolve this problem because it was so cool this book, and when I resolved this problem in front of my student, oh amazing, this teacher or this professor, he is a good professor. But in my case, the reading is it was the key.
Okay, yeah. And well, my question, when you were at the school, were you good at math, or when did you start to like math? That you said, I want to be, I don't know, I want to study something related with math.
When I know that I understand. Can you repeat, please?
So
I'm
my
so sorry.
question is, in my case, for example, I decided to become English teacher when I was at the high school at the third year, because I took a course, 3 months course, and I got in love of English. And then I said, well, I want to be English teacher. And my mom was like, you're crazy because you are really bad at English. You were failing English. So that happened to me at the high school. So for you, when did you say to yourself, okay, I'm going to study something related with math because I like math?
Okay, in my case, teacher, when I was a child, my mom paid how do you say cursos de verano,
Summer course.
summer course, because when I finished my year of education,
My
for
school
example,
year. Mhm.
my school year, and she paid a summer course in this, and I remember I had to study mathematics every summer and every year, and I study arithmetic, algebra, because I don't remember in English. How do you say algebra?
Let me see.
Okay.
Algebra.
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 And then
And I
you have
study
examples. Linear algebra.
linear algebra. I
Uh-huh.
study every year, and for me it was so amazing because when I remember I was in in eighth of
Mhm,
grade,
mhm.
you can start to see algebra. but for me it was so easy because my mom explained to me algebra in the summer course. I saw algebra, but I was so lazy because I didn't like to make the homework. I remember when I was a child. In this moment, I remember I would like to I like to study mathematics because I love mathematics in this moment, and I used to love mathematics. And when I was a child, I remember in my exam it was so cool because I got a good score, 10 or 9 from of a score. But in my homework is so complicated because I never did it.
Okay.
And but I grew up with mathematics because my mom loved mathematics. And when I grew up, I took a decision for studying engineer, but uh, the another option it was like like becoming a mathematics professor. But in this moment, I took engineering because for me, I could watch or learn mathematics and other subjects. For example, drawing because I like to drawing. But in this case, I miss when I was a professor in mathematics in the university. But I remember I left the university. The reason because I tried to do my best effort for my job, and I received another activities that for my boss it was most important than mathematics. But in my case, I love mathematics. In this moment, they don't have the figure like security and industry,
Mm-hmm.
seguridad industrial,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. And I study this course, but I didn't like it. And I tried and I did and I had to work like that. And I took a decision for looking a new job if I find some job with relation like a mathematics. For me, it was so good, and I enjoy when I have mathematics around my environment.
Okay, that's good. So, well, your mom was very smart, right? Because, now people say that you have to learn science. No, 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 science now. I forgot. It says IT, technology, right?
IT technology,
Math
yeah,
and other languages. Those are like the three keys that we need to learn. And that is true. I mean, in my
yeah,
case,
is key.
I don't like math. And for me, that was like a headache at the high school. And because it was really difficult, but because I was lazy. I was lazy and I didn't pay attention very well. So I remember I failed math when I was at the second year of the high school. And at the end of the school year, I went what we call reposteria, right? For that.
Yeah, I did it too.
Oh my,
Different. I left
really?
mathematics in the first, but in my case, in my first year,
Oh, no.
when I was in the high school,
Yeah.
because I didn't make the task or the homework from the high school.
Wow. Well, so now that I have my baby in the future, I will think that I have to make him to study math, other language and math, of course.
And IT
Yeah, yeah, that is
and
really
IT subjects.
exactly. That is very necessary. And now you see technology. I mean, well, in the future, in some years, we don't know. Everything is going to change. It's going to be like more tools and more things that we have to learn. So we are changing a lot, and what we have to do is try to learn from everything because you will need it in the future.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right, teacher. It's
All right.
necessary.
Yeah, so we have been talking about interesting topics. Thank you so much for sharing and for practicing, okay? I like when you guys, you participate and you put into practice your English. That's the most important, right? So thank you so much for being in the class today, for participating. So I hope to see you tomorrow. I have an activity, but we will do it tomorrow. We were practicing about the cleft sentences that we were studying yesterday. So thank you, Jonathan, for everything. I hope to see you tomorrow. Good night and try to rest, okay?
God bless you, teacher.
Thank
See
you.
you.
Bye-bye. See you.
Bye-bye.